Why they are not speaking out, defending Mathieu or Alice? Why? I think because they're getting money from NCRC, Korean government, so that's why they keep silent, because they don't want to lose the funding from the Korean government. NCRC, OKA, Jewe Dongpo, Jedan Dongpo, OKF, OKA. I have proof that OKA is sponsoring adoptee organizations. Yeah, in Europe, in United States, Canada. I have proof, I know. And all of these organizations are not saying anything bad about NCRC. Many people are saying, and I know one person, they used to be connected to Romanian orphanages in
Child
Romania.
and family?
Yeah, I think that's the name. I don't remember exactly the name. I put on my Facebook. That is Romanian, connected to Romanian orphanages. Romanian orphanages are basically doing child trafficking. And they still promoting international adoption. I think what they should do is what they should say is stop international adoption. 1. 2, they should release all the adoption files and free. NCRC, follow NCRC, UNCRC. Not Hague, but UNCRC.
Yeah, stop international adoption and then release all the information and then follow UNCRC.
There's a Facebook group, adoptees, only adoptees, Facebook group. Very long story short, it's okay that adoptee NGOs are getting money from NCRC. We have to be very careful, okay? These people are very smart and they're very tricky, yeah? There are a lot of political games going on, and for a very long time. They're playing political games. That's what they're doing. They're activists. They're not really activists. They're just saying what people want to hear, but they're not really pushing on NCRC. Where is the protest in front of NCRC? I'm only one doing protest in front of NCRC. They're not doing that. They're not saying, NCRC, you have to do this, you have to do that. They all shut up because of money. They get money. Actually, I'm very angry. I'm more angry with NGOs, with activists, because they are Beijingja. They are traitor. They are worst. They are maybe worse than NCRC. I'm maybe more angry with those adoptees than with NCRC. There is a lot of adoptees, activists, NGOs. Yeah, almost all of them are, because they're taking money. Also, there's 2 people, they are real activists. They are the real activists. She wrote, I sent you the white paper. I sent you like a research file about UNCRC. She wrote. She started it. She teaches everyone about UNCRC, like, and she knows about the Romanian orphanages. That's why she started this. But she didn't put on her website. She gets money from Netherlands government. She didn't put on her website. She says my funding is from people. Okay. They should be pushing here, but they're pushing here. They should do much more. They know they should do more, but they're not doing on purpose. They're just pushing a little bit to show people, oh, I'm activist. Look at me, I'm doing a good job. But they should be here, they're doing like this. But I repeat, they should be doing this. UNCRC, Hague, UNCRC, adoption files, stop adoption. That's what they should be saying, but they're not saying. They're only saying, special adoption law. Yeah, but they should do more. They're not doing enough. I'm doing protest. I'm writing blog posts. I'm on social media. I don't need. If this is NCRC, this is my NGO. If I get money from this, I cannot criticize. So it should be money from over here, criticize over there. If you get money from here, you cannot criticize over there. So money should come from other place, not from here where you are criticizing this. It's okay if you get money, but if you stop criticizing, you cannot get money anymore. Then money should come from other. Now they're trying to do NCRC, OKA, Dongpo. Now they're trying to do from both money, funding from OKA and from NCRC. So they want to, I don't know exactly what they're trying to do, but they're trying to do something. I have a job.
What are you doing?
I work in advertising. Doing activism doesn't have to be very expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. Okay? It just takes time. Really. I spend money on PR, press release. That's what I spend money on. Shipoma maybe, okay, Ishima I spend on press release. Otherwise, I don't need to spend money. Activism doesn't have to take a lot of money. I can do job and do activism at the same time. I'm doing a lot because nobody else is doing this, real activism. But if there's more people, then I don't have to do so much. If a lot of people are doing a little bit, just 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, then a lot of people can do a lot of activism. They have been doing this. NCRC, Korean government, they have been funding, I think, they have been funding adoptees for a very long time, decades. From 1980s, 1990s, they have been funding, they have been shutting up people for a very long time. That's why I'm the only one doing this. Because everybody is afraid, they're pessimistic, they think we cannot do it. They think it cannot be done. That's why everybody keep quiet, and because they are afraid, because they don't have Korean citizenship, they don't have time, they have their jobs. That's why I'm the only one doing this. And everybody, because we've been conditioned to stay quiet and not do anything and to be pessimistic, to think nothing can be done. People, these activists, they're saying nothing can be done. And then if everybody's saying that, then everybody think nothing can be done. But the most important thing is the conditioning. Decades of conditioning, being pessimistic, not having any hope. That's the most important thing. Decades. People saying, no, just stay quiet. Nothing can be done. Just continue living your life. Just forget about it. Decades of conditioning. That's the most important thing. That's why there's not real activism. There's a similar case with the Korean. Korean is the same. I think they are doing the same thing, Korean government, with Korean. They know how to do this. From the Korean, they started doing this with embassies in Russia, embassies in Kazakhstan, NGOs in Kazakhstan. They did the same thing. That's why they were doing this with Ibyan. They know how to do this with Ibyan. They have been very good doing this with Ibyan because they have the experience with the Korean. They are deleting my posts. There's Facebook group. They're deleting my posts and comments. And when I submit posts, they don't publish them. They just hide. I know the adoption lobby, they're everywhere and everybody's talking. So I don't tell anybody about my plans, what I'm doing. I'm working on something very big. It's still investigating, so I'm still waiting for the documents. Once I have all the documents, I will do. It depends. It depends when I get all the files. It's going to be maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, very soon.
I already have like 50% of the files I need, and it's already. But I'm waiting for some very important files, and once I have all of the files, I will release everything.
Oh, you release.
I live in Hwasong. Because I don't like city. I know in Korea you're supposed to say I live in Gangnam and I drive BMW and I went to Seouldae, but I really don't like this system. So I really don't care what people think of me, and I don't care saying I live in Shigol because I like Shigol. And I have a big dog. She will be very unhappy, so she's very happy in the countryside and walk around in the mountains. So yeah, I was also living in the countryside. I was living in Shigol, and I remember running around, playing with frogs, playing in the rice fields, just happy and stealing fruit from the neighbors and the neighbors chasing. I like Korean food. Not so spicy. I went to school to learn Korean, 1 year, 2 years, I learned Korean in school, but what people are saying is because I was very traumatized when I was 4 years old, and this trauma is like in a black box, and my Korean language is also in this black box. And if you open the black box, it can be very dangerous because there's trauma and there's Korean language. So that's why it's very difficult for me to speak Korean, because it's like connected in this black box like trauma.
So, what do you think about the result of the
TRC's
report, press release?
Well, it's good. It's good that they are admitting the fraud, because that's something we can use as a weapon. But they should research more, and they're pushing Hague. Sneaky, very tricky. They're pushing Hague as a solution. It's not a solution. Hague is not a solution. I mean, we need to kill the funding. We need to expose to see, like reporters, news, to expose, to see they're getting funding, but they're not criticizing. That's not good. I put on the NCRC have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have Naver blog. They block me from the Naver blog because I put comments. Every single blog post I try to put, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? They delete, they block. On Instagram, they delete my comments. They don't like it. That's why I'm doing every day, 6 p.m., after 6 p.m., because during the workday they delete. On Facebook they're still, but they're deleting on Instagram, they're deleting my comments. So after 6 p.m. I always put again so people can see. They don't like it. They don't like what I'm doing. Because they don't like it. They don't like it when you are talking about them publicly in front of their face. You have to expose their face. They don't like it when you put dirt on their face. Because they have a very big head. They're very arrogant and proud. Because we are government. There's a chance. NCRC is now doing post-adoption services. Post-adoption services and files, adoption files. Post-adoption services and adoption files. I think post-adoption services is going to OKA. Chewe Dongpo. I think post-adoption services will go to OKA. NCRC will keep adoption files. But I think at some point they're going to cut, because NCRC wants to keep their good image. They want to keep their face. They're going to kick away the adoption files. Okay, so this is adoption files. NCRC now have adoption files for the post-adoption services. Post-adoption services will go to OKA. They're already doing. Adoption files will go here.
어디야? Where?
It's going to be either a new entity, new government entity, or they're going to give this to the adoptees. Adoptees are already preparing that adoption files will be given to adoptees. I know some Korean adoptees, they're already preparing how to manage the adoption files. Unless this entity is going to be run by Korean adoptees with government money.
With government money?
Yeah, but not from NCRC, but from different. I haven't really thought about this. I just want to push. I just want to make noise. I just want to do activism. But I know people are already talking about this. I know people are already talking about this. But I think yes, government should give money for us to manage by ourselves, and then we can fight. We can fight later about how to do this. But first, we have to release. We have to fight for them to release the adoption files. And to give post-adoption services to maybe OKA.
You have an F4 visa, right?
I have Korean citizenship.
Oh, you have Korean citizenship.
Yeah.
You recovered Korean citizenship.
Double nationality.
Then you can stay without extending your visa.
Yes.
Okay, good for you.
They cannot kick me out. Yeah. That's why I can do this. They cannot kick me out. I think I've always been on Hojo. I've always been. I was never removed. First time, 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
And then when did you reunite your grandfather?
2000.
At the same year, 2000. How?
It was very easy. I had a lot of information. My grandfather wanted me to find him. The embassy actually helped. The Dutch embassy in Korea. Well, there was one, actually not embassy, investment office, Dutch embassy investment office.
It's a private agent?
I don't know if it's private, but it's not government. But it's connected to, anyway, so the Dutch investment office. So not embassy, but investment office, they helped me.
Did your grandfather recognize you?
Yeah. Yeah. We look very similar. My grandfather died 2003, so 3 years. My grandfather, he was married. My grandmother died in Korean War.
In Korean War, long time ago.
But before she died, she had my father. She had my, and then my grandfather remarried, second wife. I had little brother,
little brother.
but he stayed in Korea.